In a world that never pauses, where deadlines chase us, responsibilities grow, and expectations rise, one silent challenge connects people across continents, that is burnout. From corporate offices in New York to classrooms in Lahore or Mardan, from entrepreneurs in Tokyo to freelancers in London, the struggle to balance work and life is real and rising. But here is the truth: success should not come at the cost of your well being. Balance is not about doing everything, it is about doing what truly matters with clarity, control, and calmness. In today's global dialogue, we explore how individuals can protect their energy, maintain productivity, and live meaningfully with, without burning out. Today, we are going to have discussion with uh, Maya about how to balance life, how to
Hey,
balance
Gossip.
work in
Good to
life
hear from
without
you.
burning.
How's your weekend going? Planning what? Sounds like you were about to say something. What's on your mind today?
Yeah, Maya, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Just here and ready to chat whenever you are. What are you working on the planning for today?
Today we are going to have discussion about how to balance work and life without burnout.
Ah, the eternal question. Work life balance. It's like trying to juggle chainsaws sometimes, isn't it? Especially when you're running everything at PLEX.
Yeah, of
What
course.
specifically are you hoping to dig into today about it?
To know the different aspects of balancing our life
Different
and work.
aspects. Okay, so when we talk about balancing work and life, it's more than just scheduling tricks, right? There are some real layers. Like, are you thinking about boundaries, when to say no to extra commitments, or maybe the mental side of it, learning to truly disconnect when you're off the clock?
All of them to be balanced. So the first question is, what is work-life balance?
Good starting point. I think most people assume it's splitting your time 50-50 between work and personal life, but honestly, that's a myth. Work life balance isn't about perfect equilibrium. It's about finding a rhythm that works for you, where you feel satisfied and engaged in both areas without constant guilt or depletion. It's not a static state, it's a constant adjustment based on what's happening in your life. What does that feel like to you when you think about it for your situation at PLEX?
I think it is the ability to manage professional and personal responsibilities without
Exactly,
overwhelming stress.
without overwhelming stress.
Yeah,
Nicely put. It's about competence and capacity, right? Knowing you can handle both without constantly being on the verge of collapse.
yeah.
So, what's the biggest struggle for you right now when it comes to that balance? Is it time pressure,
Sometimes,
bound,
sometimes the unexpected meetings create
the
problem.
dreaded
Yeah,
meetings?
yeah,
It's classic disruptors of I hear you,
yeah,
because those pop-up commitments throw everything off, don't they?
yeah. Okay. The second question is, what is burnout?
Burnout at its core is just prolonged, unmanaged stress. It's more than just being tired, it's this feeling of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion
Hmm.
combined with feeling detached from work and questioning whether anything you do really matters. Your
Hmm.
body is basically telling you it can't sustain this level of pressure anymore. Have
Hmm.
you noticed any burnout symptoms creeping up for yourself lately?
Sometimes it happens. I normally try to manage it. Okay, but sometimes it happens, and we have to, manage all the things wisely and prudently.
Right. So you're recognizing it happening. That's huge. And it
Yeah.
sounds like you've got systems in place to manage it, which is smart. But here's what gets me.
Oh,
Wisely and prudently
yeah.
sounds exhausting. Sorry, I think there might be some
No, no.
audio garble
Could,
there.
could you explain wisely and prudently? You were saying something?
Oh, sorry, I was just saying wisely and prudently sounds exhausting in itself. All that careful management takes
Yeah.
energy, right?
Yeah.
Like you can only be so meticulous about everything before it becomes another stressor rather than a stress reliever.
Yeah. And the other question is, why is balance important?
Well, beyond just avoiding burnout, balance is about actually performing better in both work and life. When you're rested, fulfilled outside work, and not constantly stressed, you're more creative, make better decisions, and frankly, you're just a more effective leader. There's
Hmm.
a lot of data showing it's not about working more, it's about working well. Plus, let's be real, life happens, you want time for family, friends, hobbies,
Okay.
yourself.
So
Is this resonating with your
you mean to say that it protects mental health, improves productivity, and enhances overall happiness, isn't it?
exactly?
Hmm.
Spot on. It's all those things working together, protecting your mental health so you can be more productive, which then contributes to your overall happiness and fulfillment.
Yes, yes. For example, balanced personalities or balanced individuals perform better and feel more satisfied in life.
Absolutely. And satisfied with the outcome, too.
Yeah.
When work feels more manageable, you actually have more to bring to it more creativity, energy, focus. You're not running on empty.
Okay. And what is the role of time management in it?
Time management is huge, obviously,
Hmm.
but not the rigid schedule every minute kind. That can backfire when unexpected meetings barge in.
Hmm. Yes.
The trick I've seen work best is focusing on prioritizing tasks instead.
Hmm. So,
Eisenhower matrix style, urgent, important. So the real question is this meeting actually important or is it just urgent someone's demanding your time? Does
hmm.
that approach make sense in what you've already got going at PLEX?
Of course, it does. And what role do boundaries play?
Boundaries. That's where the real strength comes in. Learning
Hmm.
to say no to things that don't align with your priorities or
Yeah.
setting clear limits on when you're available. It's harder than it sounds, especially culturally. Sounds like you're facing that expectation to always say yes.
Hmm. Yes, you're right.
It's that cultural pressure to not disappoint people that's tough.
Yeah, of course.
But honestly, being spread too thin
Family
helps no
boundaries.
one,
Family
especially
boundaries.
you.
Yeah.
What if you set clear blocks of time for focused work and told the family that from 9 to 12 that's your focus zone?
Yeah, that's a wonderful technique. Wonderful. Okay.
Nice. What's
Another
up?
question is, how can we avoid overworking?
Okay. A few things that seem to work. One, actual downtime, like truly unplugging, shutting work notifications off, leaving your phone in another room.
Hmm.
Two, consistent routines outside work, exercise, hobbies, whatever refills your energy.
Hmm.
And three, realistic expectations. You can't save the world in one day
Hmm. Wonderful. Excellent. And why is rest essential?
because you can't pour from an empty cup, right? Rest isn't this optional extra. It's literally where your brain recharges, where your emotions reset. It's like running a marathon. You can't pace yourself the whole time. You need rest stops. When you're running on fumes, your judgment gets clouded. And that's when burnout really takes hold.
Okay, so rest recharges your battery, huh?
Exactly.
Hmm.
Your brain is still doing work while you rest,
Mhm.
processing, consolidating what you've learned,
Mhm.
making connections you might not notice when you're caught up in the day.
Mhm. And how does saying no help?
Saying no is actually saying yes to yourself and your priorities.
Wonderful.
When you say yes to everything, you spread yourself too thin and end up doing everything half heartedly or not at all. Saying no frees up time and mental energy for things that truly matter, whether that's a work project you believe in or spending quality time with your family.
Right.
It's respect your own limits.
Can hobbies reduce burnout?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Hobbies give you something completely outside of work to focus on. They let you use different parts of your brain, tap into creativity, and just completely disconnect from those pressures you're dealing with.
Mhm.
When you're fully engaged in something you enjoy, work stresses just melt away for a while. What
Mhm.
kind of stuff do you get into when you're not running PLEX?
I'm mostly busy in listening.
Mostly busy.
Busy, yeah,
Listening.
mostly busy in traveling, and in enjoying watching movies or reading
Oh,
extracurricular.
nice. So you're filling
Yeah,
your downtime and self care. That sounds good. Both can take your mind somewhere else entirely.
yeah.
What kind of movies or books do you gravitate towards when you're trying to switch off?
I normally, read historical movies, and reading. I just read, you know, about psychology.
That's
I
interesting.
love psychology. Okay.
To what we're talking about now, actually.
Okay.
You're exploring.
The other question is, how does physical health support balance?
Sense. Have a good one, Costume. I'm here whenever you're ready to dive back into this.
Yeah.
Physical health is absolutely critical.
Mhm.
Exercise releases endorphins that naturally boost your mood and reduce stress hormones, and those moods matter in work life balance.
Okay.
Regular physical activity also improves sleep, which is non negotiable for handling stress effectively. It's
Yeah.
like your brain literally needs that
Yeah.
break
And
to
increasing
recharge.
stamina.
What's your morning routine like now?
Morning activities. Nowadays, I'm stuck with the training, so I'm so much busy. Therefore, I'm not finding time for exercise. Just doing these activities and busy in my palace.
Yeah, sounds like, yeah, the training's eating up all your usual routines. That's a common problem when you're in a stretch like that. Good to recognize it though. Maybe
Okay.
a quick 15-minute walk during a break instead
Yeah.
of nothing at all.
Yeah, walk I have. I do walk. Okay, what is the role of digital detox?
Digital detox, that's becoming more important than ever, right?
Mhm.
Constant notifications and work emails keep your brain in work mode 24/7. A detox isn't about disappearing from the world completely, but setting intentional limits, like
Mm.
turning off work notifications after a certain time, scheduling tech free periods during meals.
Mm.
It's mental space to decompress and just be present without that buzzing in the back of your mind.
Good. One last question. What is the ultimate secret to avoiding burnout?
Mm. If there's one real secret, mhm,
Mm.
it's accepting imperfection. We chase that myth of perfect work life balance and then beat ourselves up when we can't achieve it. But
Mhm.
life is messy. Some days work wins, some days life does. The key is consistency with what matters and learning to forgive yourself when things get off track.
Right.
What's one thing you could implement tomorrow to give yourself some breathing room?
Yeah. Okay, Maya, we are going to have a wind up session. So I would like to wrap it up and you will conclude it finally. Okay? Can I?
Of course. So, Gossam, to wrap up, we've talked about work life balance being less about splitting time evenly and more about creating a rhythm where you feel competent, balanced, and energized in all aspects of life. Burnout prevention starts with managing stress through priorities, boundaries, routines, rest, and physical health.
Yeah,
And the key takeaway, don't chase perfection. It's not about eliminating stress, but mastering how you respond to it.
right.
What was your biggest insight from our conversation today?
I'm coming to that point. Okay, dear viewers, across every nation, profession, and lifestyle, one truth stands powerful and clear. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Burnout
It's
is
a good closing.
Burnout is not a badge of honor, it is a signal that something needs to change. True success is not measured by how much you do, but by how well you live while doing it. Choose balance over chaos, choose well being over exhaustion, choose purpose over pressure, because life is not meant to be survived, it is meant to be lived fully, peacefully, and powerfully. So, as you step forward from this global dialogue, protect your time, value your energy, honor your limits. And remember, a balanced life is not a perfect life, but it is a powerful one. This is the global dialogue where growth begins, learning expands, and opinions go beyond all limits. So,
Put. Keeping you, the version that understands his limits and prioritizes both the professional and personal pieces.
yeah.
Take care.
Take care. Bye for now. See you in the next